Welcome, Acolytes. CD Projekt Red is apparently imploding. And by the way, yes, they are. Because, as always, there were posts made that actually just said, we don't like our friends, we don't care. As the red flags actually proposed in purely the trailer of The Witcher 4. And I'm gonna say it like this. I actually wish that The Witcher 4 will be an extremely good game. Optimally, the best game in my life. But if I see red flags, I'm not gonna ignore them. And you shouldn't too. Acolytes, especially you, the people that agree with me, you've seen them with me, it's fine. For those little CD Projekt Red mindless mind flayers, you zombies, look at the effing red flags if they are shoved in your face. Because this won't help anyone. Being toxic to other people and just mobbing won't do anyone any good. Especially if the game that it is about has bigger red flags than, I don't know, than the entire state, the entire continent of America. So, but as it is, let's just start and see what Ref has to say.
Hey, what's up guys, Ref here. So today we're going to be talking about some big gaming related news, including an exodus of some key members from CD Projekt Red.
Oh, and before, by the way, stop focusing on gooning. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. I'd like the focus on freaking just wanting to fap to Siri is just outstanding. For F's sake.
As well as some games journalists, well, just being games journalists and making fools out of themselves. Now, before we get into those stories, I want to give a quick update regarding a situation my channel has been facing over the past 24 hours. So as some of you are already aware, I had this video I uploaded on the 26th titled Gamers Cooked Naughty Dog After Cringe Holiday Post. This video was hit with an age restriction, which is very confusing if you watch the video because I simply talked about how a lot of gaming studios like to capitalize and market themselves using Christmas themes, but they refuse to say Merry Christmas because they don't want to offend anyone. Now, it's also very confusing because the age restriction had to do with sexual content. And again, if you watch the video, there was absolutely nothing sexual in it. This is a very bizarre label to give that video.
I actually watched it and he's correct about it. I even rewatched it after the last time. But this is literally just something that's pulled out of their ass. There's like a troll under a bridge that actually lies about his freaking riddles. There is nothing in there. And if we say that the things that are in there, like anything of that is sexual, then basically every video on YouTube should get a age restriction.
And of course, my appeal was rejected in fewer minutes than the actual duration of the video itself, which tells you it's just a bot looking at everything. Now, this is where the updates are coming in. So unbeknownst to me, a lot of things happened around the time I uploaded my video talking about the situation yesterday. I took a little cat nap, a little old man nap, and while I was gone, two things happened. Number one, apparently YouTube decided to take a second look at this video. And by a second look, they outright removed the video entirely, citing a community guideline violation for sexual content. Yes, that's how extreme this got. Also, unbeknownst to me, while I was in my slumber, my wife, Darling Straub, decided to hop on my computer and start contacting YouTube support, and lo and behold, to the dismay of my obsessed weirdos on Twitter, the video is back. Not only was the video restored, the age restriction was lifted, and the video is now fully monetized.
Good. Very, very good.
In the process, they also auto-generated my thumbnail. They switched off my thumbnail and used this auto-generated image, and honestly, chef's kiss. This is way funnier, so I'm
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Good. Nice.
Keeping this image for the thumbnail because it's just that good. But anyways, that situation has been resolved, so definitely shout outs to my wife, obviously, but also viewers as well as some YouTubers for helping signal boost this whole situation. Your efforts are greatly appreciated.
Nice.
So let's get into the news for today. CD Projekt Red. Now, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this studio over the past really couple of years, but especially since the announcement that they are going to be releasing Witcher 4, and a lot of people are concerned about the direction of that game and the company.
Wait, now I'm confused. Because at the end of the day, okay, we have the series, the new model, and they still use the old one. Why? Why? Why would you do that? This is, in my eyes, hypocritical. Good.
As well.
Fair enough.
Now, here is the big news regarding them. It's something that a lot of people have been noticing. There seems to be a mass exodus from CD Projekt Red away from the studio and into new studios like Rebel Wolves. Now, this is something that was pointed out by many people, I believe.
I didn't. Rebel Wolves is a new studio, but the team has years of experience working on some of the most critical acclaimed video games of all time. We co-created titles such as The Witcher 3, Cyberpunk 20... I wouldn't get Cyberpunk 2077 in it, especially... this is attained. This is attained. I would say we got included after a 2-year period where it actually got good. But before that, yeah. We decided to create our new studio and run out on terms. Okay.
Also, Endymion pointed this out some time ago, and he was called crazy, a conspiracy theorist, for saying that there is an exodus from CD Projekt Red. Well,
of course, after what I seen from the community, this is believable, and I think he actually underestimates it. It's way worse than he probably said.
Once again, the Chud conspiracies are turning into Chud facts because that's exactly what is happening. So as pointed out here in this tweet, it looks like the whole news of a lot of CD Projekt Red devs leaving CD Projekt Red is not just real, but it's practically Exodus levels of leaving. The director for Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has even opened his own studio now named Rebel Wolves. And you can see their mission statement here saying Rebel Wolves is a new studio, but our team has years of experience working on some of the most critically acclaimed video games of all times. We co-created titles such as Witcher 3, Cyberpunk 2077, and many others. We decided to create our own studio and run it in our own terms.
Yep,
Chief among them,
nice.
The team comes first always. Happy people make great games. Games players want and deserve. Yes,
Good.
It's as simple as that. We're industry veterans, but we're hungry for more. We want to create amazing virtual worlds filled to the brim with powerful emotions and unique experiences. Most of all, we want to share our boundless passion for video games. We know what players love because we're players ourselves.
So let them cook. Let those 4 dudes cook. And let them cook extremely nicely. And I don't think it's just the 4.
We're currently working on our own AAA IP story-driven RPG saga for PCs and next-gen consoles. We're humbled by the interest and we'll share more as we can. Thank you for your patience. It'll be worth it. Now, that was a very great thing to read. Now, of course...
By the way, can I actually... Blah, 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 blah. Ah, better. Good. Let's just read the names, because I'm a Polish guy myself, but let's just see. Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, Daniel Sadowski, Jakub Szamałek, Bartłomiej Gaweł. Gaweł, I'm hearing the first time of a second name like that, but hey, it is what it is. Nice.
We'll have to wait and see if they're actually going to follow through on these big promises.
Of course, but I rather have a new studio that has the potential of actually doing something good than a studio that already proven that they are going on a very, very, very extremely wrong side.
But that's what we love to hear, right? If you're a gamer, you want to hear from a studio that they're passionate about what they're doing. They want to make good games. They want to have a good team, a happy team that's working together, using their passions to create something they know gamers are going to enjoy. And they promise this because they themselves are passionate gamers. They're not just developers. They're someone who really cares about having a good experience, and they want to share that with other gamers through their own projects.
And I'm gonna be honest, just like Jakub, I would left out the suit. This doesn't fit in. Let's be honest here, gamers, we're effing rednecks. Even the gamer girls, same thing. No, it's just a small detail.
If this is what's going to happen, if this team that's left CD Projekt Red to create Rebel Wolves, if they're actually going to follow through on this, I think this is a very promising look, and what they're going to produce with these efforts is something I have a feeling will be pretty good. Now, also looking at some of the exodus here, the creator of this new studio, by the way, was basically kicked out of CD Projekt Red. They resigned after an internal investigation into allegations of bullying. Now, I've seen this story play out many times before, this whole accusation of bullying. With CD Projekt Red and the kind of people who work there, you can imagine what bullying would probably look like within that company. Probably just...
Yeah, I can see it clearly. Call me Margaret. You literally have a fucking beard. Irrelevant.
Didn't respect someone's pronouns or some dumb stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, jokes aside, the fact that they were pretty much forced out under this accusation, this allegation of bullying, is a very eyebrow-raising thing, and something I think CD Projekt Red is going to regret, especially with this new studio he has created. And on top of that, you think about...
And there's the point. See? Every single one that supports CD Projekt Red right now is supporting bullies. Bravo! Ignore the red flags. Consume, my little zombie. Do not think. Do not inform yourself. Just consume the shit. Bravo.
What's going on? Talking about bullying, right? This is the current CD Projekt Red franchise and lore designer. We talked about him before a few days ago, saying he wants to punch gamers. Now, of course, these are the people who are now probably crying bully over people like the creator of Rebel Wolves, for their apparently horrendous actions behind the scenes. But this is the kind of stuff they're currently fostering. And again,
every single CD Projekt Red fanboy. Bravo. I hope you're proud of yourself. You're supporting this kind of people. Bravo. You are sick. Please, get help.
It doesn't give a lot of hope for Witcher 4 when these are the people in charge of making that game who are replacing people who are very experienced. I mean, the creator of Rebel Wolves, he was at CD Projekt Red for 17 years. It's really hard to replace someone like that, and this is one of the new hires from the last year, and this is what you're getting. So I think the concerns about CD Projekt Red are very, very real. Now, I also point this out as a nice segue into the next topic because this lore designer happened to work at The Gamer, and we're going to be talking about The Gamer, which, in case you don't know The Gamer, well, congratulations. You probably don't want to ever know them. But they're known for making a lot of slop, right? They are just the classic games journalist site that just produces slop after slop after...
Hey, Rev. Don't drag slop down. There is slop, and then there is slop.
And they clearly have quite a disdain for a lot of gamers, and also they are very well-known hypocrites. And we're going to see that once again here. So they released this article on the 26th saying, smash, cough, smash. And the article is, oh no, someone made Withers hot in Baldur's Gate 3. Ah, yes, it's the classic safe, horny route right here where they can sexualize certain things without judgment, or at least that's what they expect. But anyways, as you can see, 190,000 views on this tweet, 42 likes. it's not going very well. I think gamers are speaking right now, and it's not in the favor of the gamer. Now, let's see the hypocrisy in action. This is another article from the gamer saying Resident Evil 4 no longer sexualizing its women is a good thing. Here's another classic, a banger from the gamer titled, Cam's classic outfit should never have been brought back to Street Fighter. Crying about this character showing a little bit of skin, and yet, here they are in this article, going crazy and openly sharing their enthusiasm for Withers being sexualized in Baldur's Gate 3. Again, a classic round of hypocrisy from the gamer, but let's move on to another topic here. So, it appears that some people are starting to turn on Veilguard, which is a very surprising thing. After years of holding out hope, 2024 was the year I finally gave up on BioWare. This is a PC Gamer article, and I cannot believe I'm seeing PC Gamer turn its back on BioWare, which is...
I mean, right now it's popular to shit on wokies, or it's getting more and more popular, so... Yeah. The thing I did for years is getting popular right now. Nice. Happy about that.
Really hilarious. And they basically cite Veilguard as the reason, which is not surprising. They say it was so bad, it put the nail in the coffin for them. They've been a fan for basically the majority of their life, and now they're turning on BioWare because Veilguard was just that bad. Maybe some games journalists are actually waking up. We'll have to wait and see. That's a pretty crazy prospect, but hey, at least they're being honest about Veilguard and BioWare. At least someone in the games journalism scene is being honest about that slop. But anyways, one more thing to cover very quickly in this video. GOG.com is getting into some trouble. You know, they're a digital PC gaming platform, but this tweet would get them a lot of backlash. So basically, to sum it up, they're doing a giveaway which includes Dustborn. That is a very odd choice. I'm not quite sure why they would pick Dustborn of all the games. And also, I mean, you're calling this a giveaway. This is more of a throwaway at this point. Like, let's...
No, the Dustborn thing is actually a punishment. You know when Santa Claus brings presents to the good kids and the bad get cold? Yeah, that's Dustborn. Yeah, so you basically get coal.
Let's be honest about the state of Dustborn, but it's very strange to see them. I don't know, it obviously had something to do with the developers of Dustborn. They must have tried to initiate this, and if they think this is going to work out in their favor, I don't think it's going to, because let's check in on Dustbin. How's Dustbin doing these days? 6 players. There are 6 people playing this game right now. 6. That's the absolute state of the modern audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the modern audience. We found them. All 6 of them.
And by the way, I'm seeing this. How the F does it have 56 or let's just say 66% positive ratings, but this is the player count? How?
But anyways, that's just a little fun way to end this video. That's going to do it. So as always, feel free to share.
Hey, I am happy. I am happy about this evolution. It's nice to see. But as it is, acolytes, good night.